Good.
How good's that fucking hat?
That's good, eh? I got it off Facebook 2 days ago.
Did you?
Yeah. It's bloody awesome. Yeah.
Bloody beautiful.
I know, it's the way to go, isn't it?
Anyway, welcome to the, what's the podcast called? More Than Cricket Podcast.
More Than Cricket.
Joe Ingram.
How's it going, mate?
Good.
It's good?
Yeah. Should have just caught that bit about the hat, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'll tell them. I got this Facebook Marketplace. It's a bit of a find.
What did they charge for that?
$40.
That's great value.
I bargained for 50, so, you know,
That's
got to.
beautiful. Is that like a remake or is it an old school thing?
I have no idea. I just saw it and I was like, yeah, that's what
Gotta have that.
Yeah, I've got to have that. Especially when the Black Caps are coming to town pretty soon, so.
Yeah. Are you a big watcher of cricket in person?
I like the atmosphere of it.
Yeah.
When all the boys are going. I actually quite like, I used to, because we're in Dunedin, you used to just be able to walk on, so I used to like just watching the 4-day stuff and things like that, but never really like a massive cricket watcher in person. I think, just...
I find it just too tough on the body, eh?
Yeah,
like on
watching.
banks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, I think, especially in New Zealand, we don't really have stands, do we?
No.
And if you do, you have to sort of pay for them or... Yeah.
Yeah, it's just... And like Hagley is so punishing in the heat because there's just no shade.
Yeah, literally, yeah. We, I think as well in New Zealand, like the culture around watching cricket's not great either, is it? So
No.
you're just sort of watching it, but you can do that at home anyway.
Yeah, imagine like being part of like the Barmy Army.
Exactly.
That would just be like that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, when I was in England, we were right beside the Barmy Army for the day 5 of the last Ashes test. So it would have been 2-2, but then the English got rained off and they were about to win.
Oh, that's
So
right.
like day 5, it was when Stuart Broad got his like last wicket ever. It was like his last ever game.
Yeah.
But I thought day 5, like if it was 2-2, that would have been the fucking best one to go to.
Yeah.
It's the right beside the Barmy Army who were going nuts at the Oval. Yeah, it was epic.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. It's just so much different. Like being involved in that atmosphere as opposed to. I don't know why like each nation doesn't have their version of the Barmy Army, right?
100%.
Like
yeah.
I'm sure as Kiwis, like we would be great at like creating a group like that.
Oh, definitely.
So I'm not sure why that hasn't really been done.
Yeah, I think like New Zealand's got a real problem with like arm folders, just like the guys that sit at the back, just sort of watching their cricket, and they just sort of hate any action that's not actually just watching rugby or cricket. It's like they've got a real, I don't know, like the sort of tall poppy syndrome thing that goes on. Whereas like English, like they just get beersed up and they're like playing the bagpipes and all sorts. Like they're just going nuts.
Maybe that's a job for you and Brucey.
Maybe just Brucey. Definitely just
Brucey. I can see him doing.
He would have been loud last podcast, was he?
What was that?
Does he have a few stories, Brucey?
Yeah, no, it was good. I sort of said to my partner, I was like, I've got a couple of younger guys coming on today, so they might not have like the life stories that Goodo had, but no, Brucey was good value.
He's got some yarns.
Yeah, and I think he was a bit reserved about coming on as well, but no, he was brilliant. And I actually learnt that he wanted to go into broadcasting as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Why didn't he?
I think he just said he was sick of study.
Right.
But like Brucey's not the kind of guy I would have picked to go in that field. But he was saying that he always sort of wanted to get into like commentary sort of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's got the confidence for it. I mean, like if he really, you can hear him on the other side of the field, can't you? Like you can hear him giving you shit for sure. So he's probably got the charisma for it, I suppose.
I've never heard a bloke fucking yelling from deep square leg
Man.
to the bowler.
It's so good when you're bowling. It's like if you're an off spinner, like me or like any of off spinners, especially right arm, when the track's doing nothing, like you've got nothing apart from people talking. And if Brucey's screaming from the cow corner, then Brucey's like, that's just awesome. That's just what you want.
So good, Yeah, it'd be nice if everyone was like that, but
No, I think I think it's got better over the season, though, hasn't it? Our chat and stuff.
Definitely.
I think we've just got better as a team, though, haven't we? So.
Yeah, I think the club culture that we've got at the moment's like better than it ever has been.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And what's it been like previously? Just a bit.
Good, but I don't know, a bit quieter, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't put my finger on exactly.
Just not as mates and not many mates and.
No, it's still mates, but I don't know. I can't really put my finger on what exactly has changed. Yeah.
maybe results or
Maybe. I think Campo not being captain's big. I think that's really freed him up in his, I don't know, just letting his personality out more rather than that just full-time leadership role.
Yeah.
Being a bit freer and a bit looser, which is good value.
Yeah, Hambo's awesome though, isn't he? Like, as soon as I met him, I just knew that he's the team guy though, isn't he? So
yeah. I've never met a guy like that intense.
That just loves cricket.
Fucking loves it. Just gets hard for cricket.
That's crazy, eh? Like, you see him at fine league in the ball and just hooping it into the bowlers again, and I'm just like, yeah, let's go. Like, I'm all about that. Eh?
Like on Saturday, like charging off the fence.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Just with.
And you can hear his like foot, he like sprints, and then you can hear his foot like, boom, 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 like slowing down. It's like handbrake comes on. It's awesome.
Yeah. Or like going out to bat with him, like just like standing on the side. Like, I'm so hard, bro. I'm so horny for this. I just can't wait to get out of there.
Yeah, it's so good. Eh? So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So you were telling me last week how you've actually had your own podcast for 2 years.
Yeah, I did. We're watching the game of three halves in rugby. It's just like pre-season footy a couple of years ago, and obviously I studied journalism and I was wanting to go into the sport broadcasting scene. And my mate was studying radio, and he'd done radio before, and he had all the gear and stuff like that. So we're like, fuck it, we'll go start a podcast. And at first it was just a bit of fun, and then we just started reaching out to people. I think our first guest was Ethan de Groot, and then I think we got Ben O'Keefe, the ref, a couple of other footy guys. But yeah, it just sort of started getting a bit bigger than just a few, and we sort of kept the trajectory going, but we had a beverage sponsor for a bit, it was just it was all go, and then I think got to the end of the uni year, we moved back home, and it just sort of fell off a wee bit, but we're trying to pick back up for the league season, so yeah.
With guests like de Groot and O'Keefe, are you finding those through? Are you going through people you know to get those connections, or how are you going about?
I think it was Corbin, actually, my host. He saw Ethan de Groot in a pub and just hit him up, and that was I think Marty Banks was like that as well. I think just that, and then I think you get the connection. I think Ben O'Keefe, Corbin went through maybe Instagram or so. Yeah. Oh no, Corbin knew a ref who knew Ben O'Keefe, and it was just DM'd him on Instagram, and then we started doing things that were men's mental health and stuff like that, like Movember and stuff like that. So it was a good cause for a good podcast to go on, rather than just these 18-year-olds want to have a chat with me, but it's okay, these guys are good guys, or doing something
positive.
Yeah.
That's quite cool that you've obviously had guests like that on, especially coming from just starting it from nowhere really, and anything.
Literally.
And then just it's good that guys like that just have the response de Groot at the pub, just okay.
Yeah, he's just sweet. And Marty Banks, we had an hour and 10-minute recording time, and then outside of that it was an hour and a half conversation. He's just waiting for his missus to cook dinner, and he's just having on the phone to us, just having a laugh and telling us stories, and it was just it was just epic,
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
he's got such a cult following, Marty Banks.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. He's such a good guy, but he's got some real good off field jokes and stuff, and things that they used to do, and it's just that would be such a peak environment to be in. Yeah, when you're playing professional sport.
Yeah, so you told me that you started studying broadcasting,
journalism.
Mm-hmm. And how far into that did you get?
Just 1 year. So I finished my first year, and I was just all set to go into the next year, and then I did 19s, and I said to my coach, I was I really want to go to England at some point. And because broadcasting, you do your first 2 years, and then you do a third year, which is an internship. And once you get into internship, you're sort of that's where you want to be for a while. So if I was going to do it after my internship, I felt I couldn't get my job back. So I was stuff I'll do it this year. So I got a call, and I was working at a pub, and I was he's oh, do you want to go to England and play cricket? I was fuck yeah. And I applied for a visa the next day. And I went last year, so it was really good. But I had to drop out of my course for that.
Right. How'd you find England?
Yeah, it was interesting. I got dropped in this. I felt like I got dropped in just a real like just the wop. So I felt like I just got dropped in the middle of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah, I just did like a 40. I remember I did like a 45-hour travel to get there, and I
45.
Yeah, it was the cheapest flight. You know
Jesus.
me, like cheapest flight. And I get dropped at London, and then some guy's taking me back to this village, and the roads are getting like windier and longer, and I'm like, fuck, this guy's like, I don't know where I'm going, and I was just like, fuck. And I pull up to this house, and it's like this little cottage, and like this real small village, and I was like, fucking hell, like this is, I'm like 19, what am I doing here? And the lady, they were like the best, they were the best people ever, but she offered me a cup of tea when I got in, and I literally was like, fuck this, I want to go home. And I was like, I don't want to be here, because it was just so different to what I was used to. But in terms of cricket, it was really, the grade wasn't as good as here, but I felt like people just worked you out, which is like, there was like 38-year-old guys that had played in the league for 18 years, and they just bowled in, swing and out swing, and I just didn't know what to do, really. So it took me a while to get some runs. Once I got some runs, I was all right. And I was like you, I was listening to your podcast. You said on the Sunday game, I think I had an average opening the batting of 160 on a Sunday. It was just ridiculous. Like, no one could get me out on a Sunday. And I'd come over hungover as hell. Like, sometimes I had like 4 hours sleep, just on the beers massively. And then I'd go and score 100, like nothing. And it was just like Saturday, I'd just come and just lose at everything. Yeah.
So whereabouts were you based?
I was playing the Oxford League. So I was just in between London and Oxford, so yeah, I was in a little village in there. Yeah, playing for village.
How did your Saturday season end up?
We lost every game.
Really?
Yeah, we had not a great team. I think our team changed a lot each week, and there's just a few things that just went wrong. But yeah, we didn't win one game, which was pretty brutal.
That's a tough season.
Yeah, it was a real tough season. I remember one time, my girlfriend at the time, she come over and visited me, and I was like telling her, because I was captain that game, and I was telling her, I was like, oh, this isn't a great team, like this isn't what cricket's normally like, it's normally better than this and stuff, and she's like, oh, it's fine, whatever. We got bowled out for 18.
18?
We got bowled out for 18.
Jeez.
Yeah, I went out to bat. I actually got stitched up. I hit the ball. I got an LBW and I hit it. And I think I was the third wicket, and I was unpadding, and I think 5 guys come in while I was unpadding, and I was like, holy shit.
It always blows my mind when you hear those stories. I'm like, how did 10 guys not nick? Like, how did 5 of those guys not nick a boundary? Or
I hit 2 4s. Yeah, I hit 2 4s.
Probably a couple of wides in there as well.
Yeah, a couple of wides. Yeah, one guy got 8 wickets. It was hectic. But that was our team just didn't gel. We just weren't. Yeah, it was pretty hard to go over in England and play there, because I felt like I got worse in cricket. 100%. Yeah.
That was how I felt as well.
Yeah. Did it feel like it dropped you rather than built you up?
Definitely. And our team just sort of gave up. We were only training once a week on a Wednesday, I think.
Same. Yeah.
And then halfway through the season, training's just stopped.
Oh, really?
So we weren't even training.
It'd be so hard to go over and do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. It was a bit bizarre.
Yeah, I found the train, because when I was at high school and stuff, training was I used to love training. I'd train 4 or 5 times a week easily. And then when I moved to Christchurch, I found it difficult training less, because I played for Sydney originally. And then going to England and training once a week, but scoring a duck on Saturday and only training once a week, I was like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to actually score any runs here? Yeah.
How'd you find the social side of things with your team there?
Yeah, it was alright. We had a real mix in age group. So we had a couple of 17-year-olds that were decent players. And then we had you guys that were almost 35, and then we had a 140-year-old. It was quite a real deep age range gap. So that was a little bit difficult. But yeah, it was all good.
That sounds similar to me, and I think that made it hard because we had the young guys who were very quiet, good cricketers, but then I feel like the club would have been great to play for 5 or 6 years earlier, but everyone was sort of mid-30s, just starting to start to have kids.
Yeah.
Just sort of on the verge of getting out of club cricket.
Yeah, 100%.
But that all come up together, and I feel like it would have been great. Yeah. 5 or 3 years earlier, but they were all just a bit drained.
Yeah, that was like my club. So I think the guys that were a little bit older just like put on a few kegs and they just didn't care as much. Like it just didn't matter as much. So I think it's the same way. I think 5 years before that we won the like Oxford League, you know, and then 5 years later we're losing Div 2, you know. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So you did 6 months there. Did you do any travel while you were over there?
Yeah, I did a little bit. I sort of did. I didn't really do much UK. I just did Europe.
Yeah.
I did a festival in Croatia for 5 days, which was just hectic, like just madness. And then I came back, played cricket. Like came back on the Friday, played cricket on the Saturday, Sunday, and then I did another trip. But I went to I just did like 10 countries in Europe, and then I went with my best mate at the end of the season. He met me in London. We just had a huge bender, really. It was just like 30 days. We like didn't do any, apart from Venice, we didn't do any like sightseeing. It was just like gig there, gig there, gig there, gig there, gig there, and then we just like, fuck it, let's just go. And yeah, it was pretty hectic. Yeah,
that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Would you go play over there again?
Yeah, but I'd change a few things. I didn't realise like how, like I was in this village, it was real cliquey and like small, and I think I'd go to a more of a city, and I think I'd go with someone else who's an international as well. I think just like the day-to-day was just a little bit difficult when you're in, you know, the cricket's not as enjoyable.
Were you working much over there?
Yeah, I work. I was. It's funny. Jib was talking about it took him 2 weeks and he went home.
Yeah.
I think I had multiple conversations to my mum in the first 2 weeks, just like, how do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? She's like, you know, what can we do? And then I'd bring Dad and he'd be like, mate, you got the most epic time. Like, don't you like, you know, all that sort of shit. And I hated the first 2 months, like month and a half. I fucking hated it. So yeah, I don't know. I reckon I'd go to somewhere with a bit more people and stuff like that. Yeah.
And that is always hard. Like, especially had you travelled much overseas prior to that?
Nah, never gone by myself either.
No. Yeah. So it is such a huge jump. And I'm surprised that more guys don't do it. I don't know if that is the case, but more guys come home early. I know that back in Blenheim we signed one of the other teams signed someone from England, and they were there for about a week and then took back off. But I think it is just pushing through that initial stage, and just...
Yeah, well I had a landscaping job, and I was like fixing someone's fence, and I was like pulling roots up, and I was like I'd just wake up at 10 a.m, pull these roots up, and then I'd go home, and then I'd walk like 40 minutes to a bus stop, and then it was an hour bus to the gym, and then like I'd walk to the gym, and then like the gym was like a 4.5 hour trek to go to the gym, and then I'd do rooting in the morning, and I was like, fuck this. I was like ringing mum. I was like, you know, like who died that I can, you know, who fucking died that I know, like all this sort of shit. But then I walked into a village pub, and then that was out the gate. Like the little quirks of a village pub is just not what you think, eh? It's just like there's some crazy shit that goes on in the village pub, eh? Mental, yeah. We like the first day I worked there. I walked in, get a job, and this Italian guy's like, who was one of the owners, him and his gay partner owned the pub. And I walk in, he's like, okay, you can have the job, like you've got experience. I was like, yeah, sweet. I started like 3 days later. The night before I started, he got caught. One of the rich, like real rich guys in the village, he got caught giving him a blowjob in the bottom of the pub, the gay guy, and he got sent in an Uber to London. He's like shooed from the village, and the straight man's like, well, you know, he had kids and stuff, and he bought his missus a Porsche the next day. Like all this sort of shit happened, and I was like, fuck, this is my first day. This guy, one of the owners just got binned. He's in London, and then the other guy's like, you know, going through some like massive heartbreak. It's his husband of 12 years or something, and I was like, fuck, this is like out the gate. Yeah, it was just like shit like that. It happened all the time.
That is a mad introduction, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was pretty crack up though. Like, yeah, there's a few stories from it.
So you burned off the pulling up weeds and got that job.
Yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare. The missions to and from.
Oh, mate, that was horrible. Like, I remember because I wanted to be home so bad that I'd like stay up all night or like a lot of the night to talk to people in New Zealand. And then I'd wake up and I'd go to the gym at like 1 p.m. and I wouldn't get home till 6 and it was dinner time. Like, it was just like shit like that. It's just like you can't live, like, it's not enjoyable. Like, no. Life's not enjoyable. But then I got to a stage where I was like, no, fuck that. I'm like, going to sort myself out. So I walked in, got a job at the pub. Then I got a car. And once I got a car, I was sweet. Once I got a car, I was happy there. But before that was shit.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. What sort of deal did the club do for you?
I just got put up for free.
Yeah.
I did a bit of coaching. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I got a car after a month and a half, and yeah, free food. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, I literally had to pay buy tubs of peanut butter. That was pretty much what I paid, and protein powder.
Yeah.
So I saved a bit of money doing it, which was good because sometimes you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? What gigs did you
get? Flights, accommodation, nice. Car.
Oh, fucking hell.
Sorted me out like 4 hours work a day, some coaching.
Yeah.
So it's like
an average 9.
Pretty
awesome though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's epic because the flights are the big thing as well. Yeah.
Huge.
How old were you?
When was that? 2016, so 8 years ago, like 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good age to do it.
Yeah. I got a British passport as well, which
that's nice.
Makes things a bit easier.
Have you lived anywhere else before, or just Christchurch apart from that?
I grew up in Blenheim.
Blenheim. Yeah, of course.
And then came to uni when I was 19, and there was like half a year where I lived in like just outside Nelson with my partner.
Yeah.
For 6 months. But no, it's pretty much been Blenheim, Christchurch, or over in the UK for 6 months.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Any plans to go anywhere else, or?
I'm pretty like free on where I go.
Yeah.
Like cricket's the only thing that would stop me. Like I just love. Like
awesome.
I've only ever loved playing for 2 clubs, and that was like Celtic back in Blenheim, and now here.
Yeah.
Like I played a couple games for like a lower Burnside team in uni, and I just didn't really play cricket through uni other than when I'd go home back to Blenheim and play club cricket there. But yeah, I feel like it's obviously a huge thing is finding a good club culture and good guys to spend your Saturdays with.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's Saturday. You're like spending your Saturday. Then if you worked all day, you're spending 2 hours, 4 hours a week. That's a long time to be hating the people you're around or not enjoying. Because the sport's not. If you don't go well, the sport's like it's enjoyable, but it's also really difficult. So if the guys aren't around you, like you love them, then there's no point really going, is there?
No, that's huge.
Yeah.
So did you grow up in Dunedin?
Yeah, I grew up in Dunedin. I started playing cricket when I was like 12.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
real lonely piece.
Yeah, so when I was year 7, I was in a class with 3 other guys, and they were just cricket mad. Like they just love cricket. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll play in year 8. So I started playing in year 8, and we went to I think the next 3 years went to a national tournament. So my cricket just like got decent. Like I was playing a lot of cricket and playing like quite decent level at the time for young kid. And then I started as an opening bowler, and then moved into an opening bat, and then now I'm an off spinner. So so it's just changed a lot.
That's a lot. And so how old are you now? 20? 20.
Yeah.
So you finished, you did your broadcast, and then you went to UK. So, and did you play Otago 19s?
Yeah, I played a couple of years of that. I played, so my last year at high school I played, and then that's when I was moving to Christchurch, so that's when I played for Sydenham, because we played a game at Sydenham Park against Auckland.
Yeah.
So they told me, this is a club that you can go to, so I went to that. I didn't really like Sydenham. I think I banged heads with the coach a little bit.
Who was coaching?
Matt Bell.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't bang heads with him, but I think he just didn't rate me as a bloke. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he did.
Was that just a vibe you got, or like?
Yeah, definitely. Like because the reason I went there, because I played against Auckland, and they set me down in the change room, and then I went met the coach and stuff. And he's like, oh, we'll give you, I want to do some one-on-ones with you, and 10 one-on-ones this year. And I was like, sweet, epic. Like my cricket's still going to be good when I'm moving cities. And I didn't think he didn't do one. So I'd hit him up and he just wouldn't, he'd be busy, which is fair. I don't, whatever. But then I went from the Prem side to Div 1. I didn't even go to Champs. I just went straight to Div 1.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and then he just put me in Div 1 and Div 1 and Div 1. And I was like, well, if you're promising Prems and then there's a champ set side, why aren't I playing in the champ side? And then there was 2 times where I was in Div 1 and I was betting lower than him, and he's 45, ex-black cap. And it's why the fuck am I betting lower than you, mate? I'm literally I was playing 19s that year, so I just got selected for 19s, and he put me below him. I was betting 7 in Div 1, and I was like, fuck this. I was like, fuck you. And I came back from England. Probably shouldn't say this on camera, actually. He's probably people is going to see this, but he messaged me. He goes, oh, I heard you're happy to play Div 1 just socially this year. And I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not going back to Sydney, man.
Yeah.
And then obviously Otago's blue and gold and East Shirley's blue and gold. So I was like, fuck, I'll go to East Shirley. So yeah, that's how I went to East Shirley.
That's good reasoning. So what did you do for 19s? What was your role?
I batted 4. Batted 5 the first year and just bowled about a few offies, and then I batted 3 or 4 in my last year. I was more of a batter then. I think my cricket's dropped off a lot in terms of batting especially, but that's just opportunity. I think again Sydney had less opportunity, but at 19s, I batted sort of 3, 4, maybe 5.
Yeah. See, I obviously I don't know what your game is like, but I wouldn't say your game has dropped off. I would say it's been lack of opportunities, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You've been around the order for us a little bit.
Yeah.
But mainly it's been sort of 6, 7, right?
Yeah, and I'm happy there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm happy there. I think I would like to be higher, but I don't think I deserve to be higher. I think my confidence in batting's just dropped off. When you used to, I don't know, you told me good A or something, and you just said when your confidence is shot in cricket, it's just shot. I'd go to bat and I just think I'm going to get out. So,
It's a huge thing, eh?
Yeah.
Ideally, say you're feeling confident, you're loving cricket, where would you ideally bat yourself? T20, 1 day, 2 day cricket?
T20, I'd be pretty happy at 7 because I'd be happy at 7 and I'd want my 4 overs, 7-8 or my 4 overs. I think my bowling, my T20 bowling would probably be better than my any other format just because you can sort of afford to change it up. I change it up quite a lot, that sort of thing. I bowl quite fast. 1 day, I'd ideally like to be a 4 or 5. But and then your 2 day stuff, I'll be happy 5. Yeah.
Yeah, I from what I see in the nets, you look like the best player of spin in the team.
Well, yeah.
You just
can say that, but
sweep so well, and then you're coming down the track with good foot movement. But yeah, it's been lack of opportunity really.
Yeah.
There's never really been a chance. You batted 3 one game.
Batted 3, yeah.
And then
there was that Heathcote game where we just got pumped.
Yeah,
that was horrible.
And then sort of every other time, you probably haven't had much time in the middle.
I think as well, I really stopped loving cricket. Even the start of the season, I got back from England, and the last thing I wanted to do was play cricket. I literally just couldn't think of anything I wanted. I could go to Saturday and I'd think, fuck, I don't want to be here. I'd go to training, I'd want to leave early. And now I don't think that's the case. Now I think I love it, and I love the boys and stuff like that. So
I think that's the thing that a lot of guys don't think about is how hard cricket is when you don't have that winter off. When you're going cricket straight to England, cricket straight off the plane, cricket.
Yeah.
And the only time you get off is over that Christmas period of 3 weeks maybe. Because it is just such a mentally taxing game.
Yeah, and I don't think I invited myself into the environment. I mean, I did, but not to the point where I am now. I want to have beers with the guys after game. I want to hang out with the boys and stuff like that. Whereas before I was like, okay, I'll play in this team and then I'll just fuck off and go do my own thing, and
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm like, all right, we've just won a game. Like, what are the boys doing? You know, which I love because it's good. Even if it's just one beer after the game, it's better than just sneaking off and being like sea boys and.
Yeah, I used to be the classic for sneaking off, but now I'm like actively hanging around. Yeah. But yeah. So what stopped you bowling pace?
I had a really bad back for a bit, and pace used to stuff that up. And also, I just wanted to focus on my batting. I was sort of opening the bowling, but I wasn't that quick. But I just sort of put it in the spot. So I wasn't that great at pace. But I just thought spin if I get, 5 overs bowling spin, I'll be happy because I can open the batting or bat 4 or something like that. Yeah.
Have you bowled much with a new ball and like white ball? So I feel like that you'd be really hard to get away with, like with a new white ball, like skidding on at your pace.
With off spin? Yeah, I think I bowled a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I think, well, even this year I've bowled a couple of times inside the first 10, just when we were struggling a bit and, someone's got away well, like Matt Boyle did that time. But yeah, no, I enjoy the challenge of bowling off spin. I think, especially right arm off spin. I think it's really, I find it quite competitive. Like I find, I just want to get you out. I get real. Me versus you. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Do you enjoy bowling more than batting now?
Probably, but that's just because of my confidence, and I just feel better doing it. Yeah. Like I don't feel like if a good bowler's bowling at me, I don't feel like I can get him away. But if it's good batters batting me, I still feel like I can get him out. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So my confidence is a lot bigger bowling, which is weird, but yeah.
Yeah. What's the best season you've ever had with the bat?
My last year of high school, I played the first half for school and then the next half at Prems. And that was probably my best year. I think I averaged like 42 or something with the bat, opening the batting in both leagues.
Yeah.
I only played really T20 stuff, but yeah, I think that was my best. I had a couple of hundreds and yeah, that was good.
And so obviously, what other sports did you grow up with? If you started playing cricket at 12?
So I played football from when I was about 5 to 15, and I played like some age group stuff and that sort of thing. And then I really got sick. There's quite a few England coaches that come over, and I just found football really soft. I just didn't like the people that were doing it. All my mates played rugby and shit, and I was calling them, getting called a pussy every 5 seconds. I'm like, fuck this, I want to go play rugby. So at 15, I started playing rugby, and now I play rugby as well. So yeah.
Do you enjoy rugby more than the football outside of like the mentality of it?
I 100% enjoy rugby more. Yeah, I think rugby is like the best. You're saying atmosphere in terms of the game. I mean, rugby. Yeah, I don't love playing rugby, like actually playing it. It's just I like the physical side of it. I like the guys. I like the team culture. I think first 15 was really like the team culture because you're training 6 times a week and then watching footage. Like, yeah, we did 3 mornings and 3 afternoons, like every week, and like I'd work like 15 hours a week as well. So it was a huge season, but like the camaraderie around the boys is just epic. Like you just sort of like battle almost. Like you just really like want to win.
Well, I mean, when you're like investing that much time into it,
it was too much.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds like too much.
Oh, when you're like, some of the boys are like 15, 16, I was 17, but when you're doing 6 a.m.s and then going to school all day and then doing 3 afternoons and then like I was working at the warehouse for like 15 hours a week, like and then playing Saturday and then watching footage on Sunday, it's a long, it's fucking Dunedin first 15, it's not anything crazy. But we're training like fucking professionals.
Yeah, you get over that pretty quick.
Oh, 100%. I think the first half of the year we finished on the top of the table and then we just burnt out, I think. Yeah. That was tough. Yeah, especially when you're trying to play other sports as well. Like I was still doing cricket once a week. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hanging around you, man. I can smell.
I know. That's not cool in here.
Yeah.
So, right, so you said you're not a huge watcher of cricket, and do you watch, how strongly do you follow cricket in general?
Not very strongly. I've got app that's Tribe that I just get the notifications for it.
Yeah.
But I don't, doesn't really, I don't really watch much cricket at all.
Not hugely
I
interested
think
in it?
Not really. I think that's from moving away. Like when I go back to Dunedin and Dad's watching, like Dad just non-stop watches sport. Like he's just a sport mad, so I'll watch sport all day with him. But when I moved to Christchurch to live by myself, I don't have that urge to turn the sport on. I'll just watch highlights on my phone or something like that. Yeah.
Even like League?
Oh, I watch League. Yeah, I love League. Yeah.
Everyone I've had on here is just like, yeah, fucking love League.
Yeah, League's just...
It's so good.
It's just so intense. I love it. Yeah, you have to get into it.
I'm just going to have to. You have to. By default.
If one more guy comes on here and says they love League, you've got to go watch it.
Yeah. Fuck, I'll be careful who have on then.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But no, like, I did used to love League. Like when the Warriors used to play on Sundays, like me and Dad would always watch it, but that sort of stopped when I went to uni.
Yeah.
Just never got back into it.
Yeah. Well, I think starting a podcast really made us love League because we'd have a league roundup each week, and we got stuck into like all the ins and outs, like all the trades and shit like that. We're just all into that, and we did NRL fantasy and stuff like that. So
yeah,
just love it.
Yeah, I only had a brief listen to your podcast, but it sounds more like the guy you do it with. Is it Corbin? Does he sort of lead it?
He leads it. Yeah,
he leads it, and then you're just in response.
Yeah, well, he actually works as a radio host.
Yeah.
So he, like, you can tell by his voice.
Yeah,
it's
you can.
It's just classic radio.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he leads it. He'll often be the one asking the questions, and then I'll sort of like ask him the same question. Like it's quite formal because we wanted to use it for. I obviously wanted to be a sports reporter, so I wanted to use that as part of my CV. So we didn't swear. I mean, we said a few fucks and whatever, but we didn't really like swear or say anything controversial. Like Mano wouldn't be invited on our fucking podcast, that's for sure. Yeah.
That makes it hard because like that's just natural for me. It's just like
Well, it's how you express what you're saying.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if you can't say it, like it feels like you're trapped a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. So I want to keep this like as authentic as possible. You
100%.
know, like just whatever comes. And
do you know what I really like the idea of it because, as you say, like we've come to cricket and a lot of guys don't know each other. Like I don't know what people do and stuff like that, but I've listened to an hour of someone talking and I'm like, fuck, you know, now I know heaps about Jed, heaps about Tom, like Good A, and even Mano, even he's got some fucking shit yarn somewhere, doesn't he? Yeah.
And that's the thing, like I've had quite a few comments like that, like, oh, I didn't know that about Tommy. And just like I feel like I know him better and understand him a bit more. Because especially for like Tommy I wanted to get on first because I've always felt like, oh, there's something ticking in that brain of his. Because like, you know, like on a rain break, we're all sitting around yarning, kicking a ball or playing cards. Tommy's going for a run, or he's stretching, or he's running before training. Like I can tell he's got a real addictive personality in terms of, we were saying this the other day when we were like how he's talking about gambling, but then he was also talking about like running, and he's like, oh, I had a rolled ankle, so I couldn't run for 2 days. It's like, fuck. I'll be thinking, hell yeah, like get me out of there, roll the other one, you know, like. But he's fucking that's shit, and it's like, well, you know, like he's obviously now he's addicted to the other side of life, which is probably the better side. Yeah. Wow. Who knows? Wow. Yeah, it can be.
Yeah. But no, I think when we get through the whole team, or when more people come on, it'll be real interesting to like, because you don't ask people questions like that, do you? It's only until you're in this environment where you.
No.
Yeah.
And like it's been great that guys have felt comfortable to open up. Like obviously Tommy was very forward. Jed was a bit more reserved, but then like throughout it he opened up more and obviously felt vulnerable enough to tell his story about England and which is just nice. And like obviously he felt like a bit embarrassed about it, but you know it's led to like him now pushing himself into uncomfortable positions to
100%
overcome things like that.
Yeah, well that was like that. Like I literally felt like when he said that, I was like, "Fuck!" I literally felt this exact same way. And if I pulled the pin, I would have felt like such a fucking dweeb. You know, like you pull the pin, you're, you know, like what are you doing? Like, you got to show some heart. But he's obviously come back from that, and now he's tough as fuck, isn't he? So
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But no, I think it is important to share stories like that. Well, you said you did podcasts around like men's mental health and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I think that was more Corbyn's approach as well. Like I never really talked about that or thought about that, but he was real good about like doing Movember and like starting all that. And I think we raised like $700 or something for Movember, which is pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Like we're just a little cult following, so wouldn't say cult following actually. That's a pretty bad word, but little people would watch us and obviously donate. So that was pretty good. But yeah, it's not something I was ever really into until probably recently. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a good skill to be able to talk, and I mean, it's, like Tommy opening up and Jed opening up sort of opens the door for other boys to talk about, I don't know, harder things in their lives. And I mean, even like just getting this podcast started, I've said so many times, it's so hard, like, because I was messaging guys and like, nah, I'm not a public speaker, but
Yeah.
I think as the boys see more guys coming on, they're like, oh, it's
100%.
literally just a conversation.
Yeah, it's nothing to be scared of, but but also it's like people have never done that before. Like who's had a microphone and a camera?
No.
Yeah, I found when I went to broadcasting school, actually, this is like true as fuck. Like I had that like anxiety feeling every time I'd walk into the class. I had just anxiety in my stomach because I didn't want to talk. I felt like everyone was the people like the people that were popular in high school. I felt like in broadcasting school it was the other side of people. Like it was those people that just were like real drama, like real drama and go up on stage and do whatever they want. And like all the sporty guys would be like, oh, what the fuck's this guy doing again? But he in broadcasting school was like the man, and then I was like the guy who was just like trying to be shy or like, and I felt that was really difficult. I used to have this like crippling anxiety when I'd go talk to people. I had this massive lump in my throat, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like it's so difficult. But you learn so much confidence from doing that and getting put in that position. So
Yeah, and I mean, I've always struggled with just human interaction in general, like till literally like the last few years, where
yeah,
you just
why is that? Just not getting put in the situation, or
I don't know. I think I was speaking to Jed about it, like just like the fear of judgment and sort of not wanting to be in any kind of spotlight, not wanting to be seen, and
right.
I guess probably just like a lack of like comfort within myself and maybe unsure of who I am. But
Right,
like
okay.
I think like over time, like the more I understand myself, the more comfortable I am. And as I said to
cool.
Jed, like as long as like I'm a kind person and not hurting anyone, like if you don't like me outside of that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you just sort of get to the point where you're like, I just got to be who I am and accept that. Like it's a different story if you're a fuckwit,
Yeah,
like,
100%. Yeah.
and people don't like you because you're a fuckwit.
Yeah,
but,
definitely. Yeah, I think like as well, like as you probably get older, you've like found who your people are, and you probably are happy pleasing those people, and don't give a fuck if you're not pleasing the other, lot that are. Who gives a shit? You've probably found your place and your people and yourself. So
yeah,
that's the way to be, isn't it?
yeah, and like. Like it doesn't, like whatever people do in their personal lives, like it doesn't bother me, like it genuinely like interests me now. But I think like when you're younger and like I didn't grow up with like drama, music, like it was literally just sport, like and you get ingrained in the culture, and sporting people are like, oh, fucking drama people, and drama people are probably like fucking sporty people. And like I only really got introduced to like the other side, like the music side of things, 5 or 6 years ago when I just flirted with guys who were in bands and things like that.
Do you play now, or?
No, I've dabbled a bit with guitar,
Yeah.
and dabbled a bit with drums, but have struggled to kick on. Like it's something that kind of interests me.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be able to sing.
Yeah, that's the hard thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But I find singing, like I was saying to my partner earlier, like I feel like that is like the most vulnerable thing you could do in front of someone for some reason. Like just singing, it seems
100%.
just super vulnerable.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you're like opening yourself up to a bit of judgment with singing, aren't you?
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Have you been involved in any sort of music, drama?
Yeah, I play the guitar. yeah, my dad's real into music, and he's got like, when he became a bachelor, when like mum and him broke up, he's got like guitars all on the walls and stuff. Like he loves his, guitar and rock bands and shit. So I sort of like learned myself, taught myself on YouTube, and yeah, it's probably something I've got a mate down in Dunedin who can sing, and me and him just like, I'll just jam and he'll just sing. So we'll do like jam session and stuff like that, which is pretty good. But yeah, it's just, I like listening to music and stuff. So yeah,
it's just fun. Like like at our old flat, like after me and my flatmate bought like an electric drum kit, I was like dabbling around with it, and he's
like
played.
You could definitely be a drummer.
He's played like keys and bass and guitar, so we had like me on drums, like one of the other guys who was just sort of dabbling on keys, like someone singing, and it's just like a whole new world that I've never been introduced to, and even just like having a few beers, just mucking around with some music. It's like fuck. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's so like when you meet like niche people like that you never really associate yourself with. It's like you think like, because you're just like, oh shit, this is what they do, and it's fucking awesome. As well. It's fun.
Like oh fuck, I'm 26 and I've never seen this part of the work. Like I've never had these experiences before.
Yeah.
And even like those flatmates, like they just heavily grew up with music.
Right.
And then like even just like taking them outside and throwing a rugby ball around, like they've never done it. They're like, oh, what the fuck? This is like fun.
Yeah, literally.
It's just
The good thing about sport is I really love, and maybe music as well. I don't know how you get into music scene when you move places, but everywhere I've moved, like sport's been the first thing, and then the team comes around it, and then you've already got yourself like-minded individuals, and like rugby and cricket especially are sports like that. I think in New Zealand where you have to get on, otherwise it's not, there's no point playing the sport.
No. Yeah.
So like even coming to East, now I've got good mates at East, and I'm probably when I keep playing there over the next couple of years will be even tighter and tighter. So I think that's the good thing about sport, which I really find would be quite difficult if you moved cities and started music, because it's like, how do you? There's probably some places that do that.
Yeah, it's an interesting scene. Yeah, I know that my mates met a lot of guys just through like going to like open mics and playing a bit there, and yeah, it's just. I just want to try like everything, Like I feel like up until this point in my life I've done fuck all. Yeah. And now I just really want to just try everything. Yeah. Like.
So what do you do for work at the moment?
Work at the moment's not a huge amount, so I was doing like the storage units.
Yeah, same there.
But then when I split with my partner, that sort of slowed up, so pretty much haven't been doing anything this year so far. But I think I want to start like doing like fitness classes. Yeah,
I was thinking this. I was like, you should do like some sort of mentorship stuff. Like, I feel like that's your like what you're into. Like, I feel like you'd be quite a I don't know. You're quite a personable person. Like, and then you can partner that with the fitness as well.
Yeah, well, I just like talking about like mindset and stuff, because it's something that I never grew up with and have sort of only self-taught and self-learnt the past 3, 4, 5 years, and just seeing like how much of an impact it actually has. Yeah. And that was like when I studied sports coaching, and like at the time I had no real interest. I went to study, so I didn't have to get a job and pick the easiest degree I could, and I was like, oh, I'll go into PE teaching or something like that. But the only thing that really interested me was like the sports psychology side of things. Yeah.
Massive,
Yeah, huge. Yeah. And I've said so many times on this podcast already, like the amount of talented cricketers that I've seen and within our club who aren't scoring the runs or taking the wickets, and I just suspect it's because of that lack of confidence.
Literally, yeah. I think something if you could partner like mentoring or something like that with your fitness and stuff, I feel like you could have your little niche there.
Yeah. And so what are you doing for work? You're selling carpet.
So I work a couple of jobs at the moment. I do in the mornings. I work as a salesman for a digital marketing company. So that's I sell digital marketing for automotive businesses in America. So that's from around 4:45 to 8 a.m. So I do that.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I do that before work, and then from 8, just one normal
And then a
job.
full-time job on top?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Do you feel like...
I feel knackered a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel knackered, especially because I do it at work because I don't want to wake my flatmates up when I'm calling people because I'm just constant. I've got like a CRM of just like 1,500 leads, and I just run through them and put them in different spots, and then like try to get them into selling the product. So
is it kind of like a lot of like semi-cold calling?
Yeah, it is cold calling. You get a lot of fucking abuse, that's for sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, especially when you got a New Zealand accent because they're American. Like even saying, like, hello, this is Joe here from New Limits. They're like, what the fuck is New Limits? Like, you know, they're already at you. It's like, oh shit, now I got to get my way out of this one. Like, you've got to like, objection handling and stuff's got to be like a bit different because they're American.
Yeah.
But it's also really hard at 5 a.m. to like have charisma.
Oh,
putting charisma
first
up.
thing in the morning.
Yeah, it's fucking difficult. So
Yeah.
I go to Carpet Mill in the morning and do that for like 3 hours.
Shit.
And then do the carpet.
Is that all commission based?
Yeah. So it's a $7,000 what would you call it? Service, $7,000 service, and I get like 4%.
Right.
So about $300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough. That was the thing I hated about insurance, like because I was a financial advisor and just like these people had said that they wanted to talk to an advisor about insurance and KiwiSaver.
Yeah.
And then even calling them, they're like, fuck, I just said that to tell the guy at the door to fuck off.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
gave them the
horrible.
information just so they'd leave, you know.
Yeah, the way I get leads is people. We run an ad. It's like how to grow your automotive business in 2 weeks, and they click the ad, then put their details through, so they know they're expecting a call. So when I call them, they should be like, "Oh, I saw your ad yesterday," but I just fuck off, fuck off, don't ever fucking ring this number again. And me at 5 a.m. is like, "Oh yeah, sweet, all right,
Cheers,
I'll
mate.
take you off the list. Enjoy your day."
Like, mate, you signed up for this.
Yeah, you literally put your details in. You fucking. I've seen a few texts where like my boss wouldn't like it. I'm like, what the fuck would you put your details in if you don't want to fucking call, you fucking idiot? Like, or some people that don't own a business, it's like, oh nah, I just thought it'd be interesting. It's like, why would you? Like, this doesn't affect you at all. Why would you want to call about this? But yeah, no, it's it gets to about 3 o'clock and I'm pretty sick of social interaction.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
Is so is that both those lines of work something you'll stick at for a while, or?
Yeah, like I always thought I'd do journalism. I always thought I'd do the sports stuff, and then I started selling cars before I went to England, and I really fucking loved it.
Really?
I really liked
I
it.
can see you as a car salesman.
Yeah, I
actually.
really fucking liked it. And there was a new car which you see a lot. It's called the Build Your Dreams BYDs, and we're just selling that. And I like fucking knew the product really well. Like I just knew everything about that car. And then I like really enjoy it. Like I found it like sport competitive, like, and I literally would just like really want to sell the car.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck, maybe I should go into sales because I really like that. And then, when I was in Europe, I just applied for Carpet Mill and got that. So it was pretty good. Yeah, that was the thing. It was like, I didn't really have that much. Well, I did sell cars, and we used to go to A&P shows and sell the cars, and they were electric cars, which was a bit different at A&P shows because they're so anti-electric. But I really enjoyed the competitive side of it, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just get into sales, and then if I don't like it, I'll just start my course again this year. But I've liked it enough to keep going, so yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, sales is great for money-making opportunities, you know, like you get into the right field or whatever and get somewhere with unlimited commissions or...
Yeah, that's why I really want to start this online stuff, because if I go traveling and I just spend 3 hours a day, and you know, when we get it nailed, when I get the process nailed, like I'm hoping to get, you know, like $300 a day. You know, if I make one sale, $300 a day. If I double my input, you know, like I can do traveling while I'm doing that. You know, so that would be something that would be cool. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's so important, is like finding a means of income online, just to like give you that freedom, you know.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And yeah, especially around like personal interactions. Like, I don't know if you know much about AI, but AI is going to take like a lot of jobs. So I feel like human interaction is going to be more and more valuable. So unless you're like using some kind of skill set like that, your job might become pretty obsolete pretty quick.
Yeah, I think AI is going to absolutely take over.
Yeah.
I was thinking when it becomes. I was talking to this guy in Melbourne when I was over there for the tennis. Are we cut on time? How far?
No, we're good.
We're good. And he was a hacker. That was his job. Like he'd hack government systems to tell them how to work them.
Yeah.
And he played a song on my phone just from sitting on his computer, like because I was like this far away from me. He started playing my Spotify, and I was like, holy fuck, this guy could literally take everything I know. But he said that he's got access to an AI that is unfiltered, uncensored, so he could search up stock that's about to go bust, or like stock that's about to drop, and it'll give you all of these stocks that are all non-bullshit because it's AI generated, and it just filters through, and it's like, fuck, that's just going to be crazy. Like, how is like all that shit going to work?
Yeah, it's just going to change everything.
Yeah.
And like in ways that we don't even understand.
Yeah.
Like even even social interactions, like you see like AI just like generating, like Joe Rogan selling products.
Yeah.
When he's never sold that product, and
Literally.
you'd never know.
No, you wouldn't. Like his voice and stuff.
Yeah,
and
voice, image.
change the way
Like there's just so much of him online that the AI can just strip it
Regenerate
all.
Amazing, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild.
Yeah, it's gonna like change everything. There's gonna be heaps of job loss and shit like that. So.
And I don't think like much of the general population really know much about AI yet.
No.
I've got a couple of mates who like have programmed their own AIs and things, so
Yeah.
I get a lot of information from them, but
Right.
I can't imagine like the general population know too much.
No, I thought ChatGPT was pretty fucking sick when I saw it.
Yeah.
I used that at uni a little bit, and I was like, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's also going to change a lot, because if you use those for uni degrees, I mean, fuck, you don't want your doctor working on your bloody heart, and he's just fucking ChatGPT his way.
How do I do this?
Yeah. So it might be different, but yeah, who knows? Yeah.
That's wild. And you think you'll hang around Christchurch for a while?
I don't know. I think I do want to go to Oz eventually. I think I'm sort of money hungry at the moment. I think Oz is gonna give me more money. That's the way. I do like Christchurch, but a few things have happened recently that have made me want to leave. So it's like maybe next year I'll probably leave.
Anything in particular?
Just life in general. I think like I've had a couple of shitty flat situations. Obviously I moved back. Like me and my missus broke up. Like shit like that. I've got no
ties.
box. Yeah, I've got no box, and like I'm not that it's like really affected me, but like I think in terms of just like, okay, now I can just do what I want, and it's like getting past that, moving on to the next part of your life.
Yeah. Anywhere in Oz in particular?
I'll probably go to Melbourne or Brisbane. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Melbourne.
I think the sport in Melbourne's what's drawing me to Melbourne. Like, I think I'd get into AFL, I'd get into the league. I think I'd get into fucking cricket. I'd do everything I can. Just watch sport 3 times a week. Like,
yeah, that'd be awesome, eh?
Yeah.
Have you been to Melbourne?
Yeah, I went for the tennis.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, my brother lives there, so
Yeah.
that's good to know someone. That's the other thing. It's like, I don't want to, that situation of England of like just feeling quite lonely and just like that sort of thing, I don't want to happen again. So it's like I'd have to go somewhere where I knew someone or had a link of some sort.
How old's your brother?
30. Yeah, 30.
Oh,
Yeah. She's well older than me.
You just got one brother?
I have a sister too. She's 28, so.
Oh wow! So you were really the
mistake. Yeah.
Parents got bored of life and like, fuck, we'll go again. Go again.
100%. That's pretty much how it works. Isn't it?
So, are you close to them or a bit more?
I think, originally I was a lot closer to my sister, and then I think my brother and me have got a real good friendship now, which is epic. We were just absolutely fucked one night, and on New Year's, and we went to the same festival, and like I talked to her, like I hadn't done anything that's not small talk, and I was probably freshly 18 or something, and I was talking to him all night, and we just did some horrendous shit together, and it was just like, okay, now I know my brother. But yeah, my sister, I'm pretty close to my sister as well. We were overseas together for a bit and stuff like that. So
where's she based?
Auckland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so spread out a little bit.
Oh, nice. Nice. Anything else you want to yarn about?
No, mate. You got anything?
No, all these podcasts seem to like
What's that one?
be dead on with just coming up an hour.
An hour, sure.
Yeah.
You can sort of wander that way. You can talk about anything.
Yeah, it's good though because like there's definitely topics that have come up with other guys that I'm like, oh, I'd like to revisit them, and like just because the conversation goes like when Tom's talking, I'm like, oh, I want to go into that, but he keeps going and the conversation goes somewhere else, and I'm like, it'll be good to have him on to go back into this part and things like that.
You can have like little segments and stuff as well. Like,
yeah.
where you just dive into that.
Yeah.
And like that'll help the boys as well because people like Tom or even Jed, or there'll be a couple of guys that are 30 or, you know, even yourself have some life experience that you can talk about this, and then, you know, the younger boys, they understand that and they'll be like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah.
And you always respect everyone and everyone's got their opinion. Yeah.
Would you host your own podcast?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much time at the moment. I think like between cricket and obviously the two jobs, I
didn't know about the two jobs. It's hectic.
Yeah, it's quite like when you get home from cricket at like 8:15, you know, over an Avonhead, it's like fuck.
I can understand why you fucking get to training and don't have kid and end up training in whites and
literally
and a colour top.
Yeah, I've been fucking out the house since 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, no, but it's it's good. I think all the boys will get on this now that a few have done it, and it should be good.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Beautiful.